Good evening and welcome to another presentation of the WVSSAC Boys Basketball on the Kinder Digital Sports Network as we are live from the campus of Huntington High School in Huntington, West Virginia for tonight's Class Quad A matchup and Mountain State Athletic Conference matchup between the Parkersburg South Patriots and the Huntington Highlanders. I'm Ed Anderson alongside me, John Bogus. Parkersburg South enters at 5-1. 2-0 in the league play after suffering its first loss of the season, 98-62 to the Boyd County Lions. The Patriots, a high-scoring team, averaging 81.2 points per game and is led by senior Harry Silvis, who scores 26.5 points per game for the Patriots. The Highlanders of Huntington, 4-1, 1-0 league play, following a 76-1 road victory against Woodrow Wilson. The Highlanders recently traveled to South Carolina for the Carolina Invitational, where it went 2-1, with wins over High Point Christian Academy and Woodland High in a 58-62 loss against Cane Bay. Highlanders led by Clemson football commit Davion Wilson, averaging 18 points per game. The battle of the top five in the MSAC tonight, first-ranked Parkersburg South against fourth-ranked Huntington High. As we'll step aside when we come back, John and I will break down this contest as you're watching the Kinder Digital Sports Network, sponsored by Marshall Orthopedics.
Become a member of LIUNA and train to become a union construction worker.
I was greener than green coming into this. The trainers were amazing, and I told them, I don't know what I'm doing. And they were just super great about taking it slow and making sure I understood everything and got the book work before we did the hands-on so I could do the hands-on safely. It's going great. I got to get paid to do something that I enjoyed doing. I got to work with my hands and learn all kinds of new things. If you can be in a union, be in a union. They're going to take care of you. They're going to get you where you need to be.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Trey, you've got to get it together.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College, it's a step toward your future.
Trey, welcome to Mount West.
We provide the hands-on support you need with classes that fit your life.
Nice job, Trey.
At Mount West, we know you by name.
Trey Matthews.
Because here, you're more than just a number. Mount West Community and Technical College. Because you matter here.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Back to the campus of Huntington High School on the Kinder Digital Sports Network. Huntington High taking on the Patriots of Parkersburg South, number 1 versus number 4 in the Mountain State Athletic Conference. With that, I'm Ben Anderson, alongside me John Bogus, as we got a great contest here. Huntington 4-1 on the year, Parkersburg South 5-1. And two teams that love to score the basketball. Parkersburg South, 81.2 points per game. The Highlanders, 72 points per game. And teams with strong defenses. Highlanders only allowing just a little over 56 points per game. Patriots only allowing 67. Well, but John, the last time we saw the Highlanders was the season opener against St. Albans Dragons. It was a 70-49 victory for the Highlanders in a game that it dominated from beginning and outscoring the Red Dragons 21-8. Just your thoughts on that contest and how it kind of helped the Highlanders get to the strong start it has this season, starting 4-1 after dropping its first 7 games a year ago.
Yeah, and overall, I really thought that game was going to be much closer. There's a lot of praise for St. Albans. Huntington High, they came out and they looked strong even from the beginning of the matchup. But overall, what I think Huntington had to really put them ahead of St. Albans was they had a player that was really good at something. They had someone that was good at grabbing the rebound, someone that was good from shooting outside, someone who was good at just being a defensive threat. And that's where Huntington worked so well together. They don't have a guy that's doing everything necessarily, but they do have a lot of players that do one specific thing really well, and you can rely on that person at any time to really grab that moment and help propel you in that contest. St. Albans just kind of got gassed early, and it was a good surprise to see Huntington lead ahead early and really turn around how things happened at the beginning of the last season and really show that they are a strong team in the conference this season.
Yeah, and when you talk about players that really stand out, John, just looking at the Patriots, the one man that stands out is the senior 6'4" guard Harris Silvis, 26.5 points per game, 51% three-point shooter, 13 steals, 11 blocks, and he just is now 5 points away from being a top 10 scorer in the high school history of Parkersburg South, and recently scored his 1,000th career point, had 44 points against Capital, only the 7th player in school history to ever score 40 in a game, and the most points ever scored in a game by a Patriot. This dude is for real, and you can say Huntington has many weapons, but this is the biggest weapon for the Patriots, and it'll be very interesting how he is able to combat this strong, physical, defensive team in the Highlanders.
I mean, that's a leader right there for your squad. A guy like that is what helps you have the season that you're having at the moment. Undefeated in conference play. They've only dropped one game this season.
And it was a cross-state match against Boyd County and Kentucky.
Right. But in the state of West Virginia, Silvis is really helping lead this team far. It's just he's a very strong component of this team, and it's what's helping Parkersburg South out the most here. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of great players on this Parkersburg South team. Matthew Mullen is one of them, averaging 10.3 a game. And then Todd Joyce, he's averaging 13.3 a game. So, I mean, there are still plenty of other players on this team that are going to go and grab the basket. But looking at Silva's numbers, it's just far different than anything that we've seen in the games that we've called across multiple games this season so far.
Yeah, and he has a couple offers at college levels at the NAIA in Pikeville, and also Division II level at Fairmont State, which Fairmont, West Virginia. So he's getting looks even from the great Mountain State. So then also just looking at Parkersburg South, strong start to the season. It won its first 5 in really dominant fashion. Like Lindsley School, 157, took down Capital 81-69 behind the 44 points from Silvis. Spring Valley 80-63. Huntington Prep 155, and then a close win on the road at North Marion. Parkersburg South team defeating teams by an average of nearly 24 points. This team is outside the Boyd County game has really been just putting a hammer to any team that it faces.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not too familiar with Huntington Prep's team this season, but nonetheless, hearing that a team has beaten Huntington Prep by 45, I mean, that just instantly makes you think that's got to be a really good team. And Parkersburg South, they've really showed up in all their contests, and they don't leave it a close game. They come here, they take care of business, and they go home with the win. That's what they're here to do. Huntington today definitely going to need to be ready for that offensive performance and either match it with their own or really step up defense today.
Parkersburg South led by Mike Fallon in his 6th season. He is 239-123, and actually his second stint at Parkersburg South. Spent 9 seasons, which had 3 20-plus win seasons and 7 straight state tournament berths. Left at the 2018-19 season, but then came back. Is now back with the Patriots. And Huntington Highlanders led by Lambros Zvingos, the former standout, part of the dream team of the O.J. Mayo and Patrick Patterson, that three-peated as Class AAA state champions from 2005 to 2007. So 2 coaches that know how to win games and have a lot of success at each of their schools. But the biggest thing is I'm looking forward to, John, is how Huntington's strong defense against strong offense. Huntington High only allowing 56.6 points per game against a Parkersburg South team averaging 81 points per game. There's not a lot of high school teams that you're seeing being able to shoot the rock as well as the Patriots. 48% from the field, 43% from 3, and it's averaging 81 points per game. And against a very physical, they're going up against very physical team in the Highlanders. It's going to be very interesting to see. I feel like this match is going to be the battle of which offense can play better here tonight.
Yeah, and certainly, I mean, as you mentioned, Huntington has a great defense. There is the potential that we could see in this contest that Parkersburg South may not score as high as they usually do. And it may come down to a game of which defense lets up that one basket. And if Huntington High's defense can achieve that, it'll show just how strong Huntington High's team is as well. But it is very interesting to think about, because then on the flip side, if Parkersburg South's offense comes out running wild and scoring points at point after point after point, Huntington's going to have to match that. So I'm very interested to see, is it going to be a high-scoring contest, a low-scoring contest, or is one team going to prevail over the other?
And these are both teams that have been able to win in both those type of games, as Huntington High also defeating opponents by a margin of 20.3 points per game. The only team that's played this season with a winning record was Cane Bay, ranked 9th in the state of Florida in Class 5A. And even though the Highlanders lost that game, they was able to hold on like 62-58. It was able to keep up with that team. And it also won by 9 on the road at Woodrow Wilson. So, yeah, both these teams know how to win, well, in big margins and small margins as well. Very disciplined team. So this will be great to kind of just see a big match like this. And also it could really have like implications of who can really be able to take over this conference, as this could be a big momentum shift for both of these teams going into throughout the month of January.
Certainly. I mean, one of these teams is going to leave today undefeated in the conference, and one of them is going to get their first loss today. The winner of today's contest is definitely a team that you're going to look at to make it far in the postseason, as long as they can keep it up. I mean, this is really a true battle of proving which one of these undefeated teams is legit moving forward.
Well, John, what is your keys to the game for the Patriots and the Huntington Highlanders?
My key of the game for Parkersburg South is don't let Huntington's defense trip you up. Pass the rock around, find the place, the perfect time to shoot the ball, and put up a high-scoring offense in this contest, because that's where you prevail well. When you're scoring almost 80 points every game, as opposed to Huntington, who's stopping that from happening, only allowing points to score in that 50 to 60 range. Be that team that makes the defense not go into that range. And then my key of the game for Huntington is just make sure that you're spreading the ball out effectively. All of the people on this team that can score, make sure they are getting the ball. Don't focus on one guy, because there's one guy on Parkersburg South especially that you got to focus on. So you need to combat that with having multiple players that can really just be a threat anytime in this contest.
And then your player to keep an eye out for both teams.
For Parkersburg South, I mean, he's who we've been talking about. It's Harry Silvas. Obviously, I mean, he's just who I'm expecting to have a lot of points today. And then looking over at Huntington's side, I'm actually going to go with Isaiah Lapsley. That was my player to keep an ear out for in the St. Albans game. I think shooting is important in this contest, and Isaiah Lapsley is a very good shooter on this team from the outside, and I think that's what's going to make the difference today for Huntington to really prevail against Parkersburg South.
Well, big contest here at Huntington High School. Highlanders and the Parkersburg South Patriots. We'll step aside. When we come back, it'll be tip-off of this one as you're watching the Kindred Digital Sports Network.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Brighten your mornings with Tudor's $5 sunrise specials. Enjoy our Mary B, egg, crispy bacon, and cheese on our buttery biscuit, loaded with more bacon than the rest. Or try the Ron, featuring a bigger, hearty sausage patty topped with egg and cheese on a biscuit so delicious you'll savor every bite. Each combo comes with crispy hash browns and your choice of coffee or iced tea, all for just $5. Warm up winter mornings with this hot deal. Available for a limited time.
Welcome back to the mountaintop, home of the Huntington Highlanders. I'm John Bogus. I'm Ben Anderson alongside me, John Bogus. Man, it's not Freaky Friday.
Yeah, no, I'm very sure that I am John Bogus today.
Yeah,
you are Ben Anderson.
Yeah, so today's not Freaky Friday, which, yes, I am old enough to know what that Disney movie was. I'm not that young. I promise. Well, so the Parkersburg South Patriots taking on the Huntington Highlanders. Parkersburg South 5-1. Huntington 4-1. They started lineups first for the Patriots. Parkersburg South. Senior forward Matthew Mullen, averaging 7.6 rebounds per game. He leads the Patriots in that category. He's played in every game this season. Then we have senior guard Bowen Rader, career high 14 points in the season opener against Lindsley. He shoots 86% from the free throw line. Then we have senior Chase Offenberger, 6 points, and then 5 of the team's 10 assists against Boyd County in the team's last game. And then we have senior forward Ty Joyce, 2 games for 20-plus points this season, 18 assists. Leads the team in that category at 8 points in the team's previous game against Boyd County. Then the senior guard, Harry Silvis, 26.5 points per game, and 5 points away from being a top 10 scorer in school history for the Patriots. And then for the Huntington Highlanders, we have a junior guard, Pearson Daneka, 52% from three-point range, has 9 steals on the year, 25 points, including 8 triples in the last contest against Woodrow Wilson. And then we have senior guard Ethan Dalton, averaging 4.4 assists per game, second in the conference, third in Quad A. And then we have a senior guard Nate Hanna, 2 points versus Woodrow Wilson, 6 points against St. Albans. Then we have a senior forward, Tavion Wilson, 18 points per game, 59% from the free throw line. He has 8 blocks on the year, first in rebounds and first in field goals made in the Mountain State Athletic Conference. And then we have a senior guard, Max Bowen, 6 points against Woodrow Wilson. He is second in Quad A at rebounds per game at 7.0. Highlanders led by Lambros Vingos. Patriots led by Mike Fallon. So Bowen, Wilson, Hannah, Dalton, and Daneka going up against Mullen, Rader, Offenberger, Joyce, and Silvis. We got a good crowd here tonight for this one. So you have a Patriots squad that is known for its full court press defense, flying up and down the floor against the Huntington High team that also loves to push the ball up and down the floor. And I expect a very physical contest in this one. So it'll be Tavion Wilson and Matthew Mullen to do jump ball. Huntington going from right to left. Parkersburg South left to right. Parkersburg South, the all-blue uniforms with red striping. Huntington High wearing the all-white uniforms with yellow and green striping. Hannah at the free throw line gets over to Wilson. Wilson, he has to kick it back up to the top to Dalton. Dalton setting things up. Parkersburg South running man-to-man. Dalton tries to drive all the way on the right side. Count it and one. And a quick and one by Ethan Dalton. And he'll head to the line at the chance at the three-point play. Fouls on Rader, his first, team first, and a quick way for the Highlanders to attack. So Dalton, a 50% free throw shooter on the season play. Also played wide receiver and defensive back for the Highlanders this past football season. His free throw's up, and it is good. So he has 3. He converts three-point play. It's 3-0 Huntington High, 7:37 to go here in the opening quarter. So it'll be the first time we see the Patriots with possession. Joyce backing up against Wilson. He has to kick back up to the top to Offenberger. Offenberger tries to dump it down to Silvis. Stolen away by the Highlanders. Highlanders might have numbers here. Dalton goes all the way up against Silvis. No good. Ball rolls around on the ground, goes out of bounds. Possession will go to Parkersburg South.
Yeah, Dalton, ultimately, he saw that opportunity again to really drive down the court and bring the score up even higher for Huntington. overall, Dalton is putting on an impressive performance for Huntington today.
Huntington High still looks like it's in its own version of a man-to-man. Now we get into the hands of Joyce. Joyce at the free throw line steps back. Has to get to Silvis. Silvis pull-up shot, left elbow, no good. Great defense that time by Tavion Wilson, but board by Mullen, puts it up, and Mullen will have to line to shoot too. As Mullen is able to attack the board. And foul is going to be called on Max Bowen. His team first. As free throw is no good for Mullen. Mullen is shooting 50% from the line this season. Second free throw is good for Mullen. So he is 1 for 2 from the line. It's 3-1 in favor of the Highlanders. And Parkersburg South running the full court press. Wilson lobs it for Bowen over his head. Tries to save it from going out of bounds. Stays with the Highlanders.
Yeah, pass just doesn't connect on that one. It was a good job by Tavion Wilson to see the open Bowen. But nonetheless, the ball is going back to the Highlanders.
Nate Hanna with the inbound. Inbounds it up to the top to Dalton. Dalton gets over to Tavion Wilson. Back to Dalton. Dalton kicks it over to the near side to Daneka. Daneka back up to the top to Dalton. Dalton trying to drive on the right side. Actually tries to dump it down low to Bowen. Bowen has it. Dalton trying to set things up again in the corner. He drives baseline. Lays it up. No good, but he's able to fight for his own rebound and throws it off the legs of Mullen, so he'll stay with the Highlanders. Great heads-up play by Dalton to keep the possession alive. And you got to give credit where credit is due. Just great heads-up play. And Dalton drops the inbound pass, so it will go to the Patriots. And if you're Parkersburg South, you need to try to take momentum off of those turnovers. As with the way his defense wants, that's what it wants to do, is be able to force turnovers and score off turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, Huntington overall has just been really impressive on keeping the ball even in these moments. But Parkersburg really needs to start taking advantage of that.
Offenberger's trying to dump it down low to Mullen. Goes out of bounds, stays with the Patriots. Well, the Highlanders doing a really great job of trying to take Silvis out of the picture. As you can see, there's always a man on Silvis. They're not letting him even get open. As I say, that open layup by Mullen cutting back door. He has 3. We're tied at 3 apiece. 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And it's stolen away by Silvis, and he lays it up and in. So Silvis now has his first points of the game. And the Patriots with its first lead of the contest. And Silvis now just 3 points away from being a top 10 scorer in Patriot school history. Wilson trying to bully his way down low, and is going to be fouled by number 5, Joyce. And 4 substitutions being made, as it will be Davis, Graham, Fallon, and St. Andre in the game for the Patriots. The only person that stays in is Silvis, as Wilson gets the pass. Now a 3 from Daneka. No good. Rebounded by Hanna to Wilson. Wilson rolls in and out, and Wilson trying to drop his shoulder and go into it. Showing off his football skills there, to say the least. And now Fallon has to pick up his dribble. Gets over to Graham. Graham fights through down low, and it's good for Graham, fighting through the defense. And it's 7-3 in favor of the visitors of Parkersburg South. 5:10 to go here in the opening quarter.
Well, this defense from Huntington that has kept so many teams from scoring into the high number range.
And Dalton's bucket is good. Dalton has 5. And he has all 5 points.
Really needs to find the defense here before Parkersburg South takes too much of an advantage.
3 was no good by St. Andre, rebounded by the Highlanders. Hanna tries to go up in contact and is fouled from behind. And the foul is going to be called against Graham. That will be his first, team second. So at the line now is the senior Nate Hanna. 2 points against Woodrow Wilson. Hanna, this is his first free throw attempts of the season. His first one rolls in and out. He had 6 points in the season opener, including 2 3-pointers against St. Albans, and then 2 points in the team's last game against the Flying Eagles of Ridgewell Wilson. Second free throw is good for the senior. That's his first point of the game. Highlanders cut the deficit to 1 with just over 4.5 to play here in the opening quarter. Mangan tries to go all the way, and that's Fallon. Shot is blocked, and Dalton into the hands of Hannah. He pops a 3. You bet! Hannah with the trifecta. He's got 4, and the Highlanders retake the lead 9-7 as the Patriots have 3 players head to the scores table.
Yeah, Hannah stepping in nicely today's game, showing that 3 ability.
Davis, he tries to hands back 3 of his own. Left is short, rebounded by Tavion Wilson. Highlanders got numbers on the fast break. Bowen tries to go all the way, and a blocking foul called against the Patriots, and Mike Fallon is heated after that call, but it'll be a blocking foul called against Fallon. So we will have, it looks like it'll be Heisen, Joyce, and Mullen check in after these free throws, but Bowen will be shooting 2 free throws. This first one bounces off the back of the iron. Max Bowen, of course, the senior guard. This is his first free throw attempts of the season. Second in the quad A in rebounds per game, averaging 7 boards a contest. Has a lot of offers in terms of football, including West Virginia State, Morehead State, and the University of Charleston as a tight end / defensive lineman. His second free throw, no good as well. Can't convert on either of them. So trip goes empty for the Highlanders. Mullen into the hands now of Davis. Davis over to Joyce. Joyce spin, layup, late foul called, and it'll be 2 shots for Joyce. And fouls on Tavion Wilson. So that will now send Joyce to the line, who has 2 20-point games this season, 8 points in the team's last game against Boyd County. 63% free throw shooter. His first free throw up. He gets the lucky bounce. His first free throw is good. This is a team averaging 72% from the line this season. 3:48 to go in the opening quarter. If he makes his free throw, we'll tie it at 9 apiece. And he does. So we're tied at 9. He now has 3. And Parkersburg South really doing a great job of the stifling full court trap. And as I say, the hand is able to break past the trap. Gets it into the hands of Daneka. Pull-up shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Fallon. She's falling into the hands of Davis. Davis. Now to Joyce. Joyce. Fallen. Deep 3. No. But rebounded by Ethan Dalton. Highlanders have a chance here. Hannah tries to go all the way. And a blocking foul called against Parkersburg South to be called against Heisen. As Hannah just went right through the body of Heisen, but Heisen was moving, so therefore he gets the blocking foul called against him. So Hannah, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe earlier. Let's see thus far. He already has 4. Rolls in, make it 5. Silvis checks in, Fallon checks out. Highlanders with the chance to make it a 2-point game. Highlanders shooting 59% as a team from the charity stripe entering tonight. As Hannah is able to make both free throws, he's now 3 for 4 from the line. He has 6. It's 11-9 in favor of the Highlanders. In a very fast-paced game thus far, Davis. Offenberger. Pass. 3. Got it! Joyce with the trifecta, and he has 6. Parkersburg South retakes the lead at 12-11. Huntington High trying to get the inbound, is able to get the inbound. Hannah now to Dalton. Dalton fights to the double team. He's got a wide open Bowen down low for the easy layup. And if you're Huntington High, that's exactly how you break the press, force them to come up and then get the easy layups down low.
Yeah, I mean, Parkersburg South has been playing a tight game. If one of your players can break loose, then you absolutely need to get that to that loose player.
Foul called on the floor. It will be called against the Highlanders. It will be called against Hannah. That's his first foul. And only the team's third. As we have another substitution coming in as Kyron Chandler checks in the game, wearing the number 1. So it'll be Parkersburg South ball. Gets the inbound over to Joyce. He pops the 3, blocked by Wilson. But Silvis gets the rebound. Silvis, Davis. And he tries to get it down low. Silvis aiming for Mullen, but tipped away by the Highlanders. The Huntington High ball, 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Highlanders lead 13-12 in a game with many different lead changes. As Parkersburg South, every time gains momentum, Huntington's able to just get it right back. Type of basketball you like to see against the top 4 teams at Mount State Athletic Conference. And Daneka really close to having a half-court violation, but is able to get the ball across before his foot landed. Dalton dumps it down low to Wilson. Wilson's double team. He finds open Daneka. Far corner 3. Bounces over the glass. So be out of bounds. Parkersburg South ball.
Yeah, it was a good look for Daneka, but overall, Tavion Wilson, I mean, it's obvious. He goes for that a lot when he's under the basket. So Daneka got left wide open, but 3 doesn't land.
3 does not land. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. It's Huntington High 13, Parkersburg South 12. Offenberger into the hands of Joyce. Joyce, Mullen, trying to attack down low, got Wilson a jump. Joyce, 3, right wing, money for Tyus Joyce. He has 9, and the Patriots retake the lead 15-13.
Critical.
And Huntington High trying to get across the court, and ball is loose, thrown away by Mullen, and Mullen steps out of, it got into the hands of Joyce, and Joyce runs baseline out of bounds, so therefore it will go to the Highlanders.
Joyce has been a critical player in this game. I think the 3 shooting from the outside is very important in this game because it's how you start to build that lead. It's more points. And overall, Joyce has just connected so well on the 3 ball so far.
And John, it's been a lot faster paced game than the last time we saw the Highlanders against St. Albans about a month ago.
For sure. I'm having to get my thoughts out real quick today.
Dalton 3, money for Ethan Dalton, and he has 8. Actually, Highlanders up by 1. Player lost his dribble, but instead now Silvis has it. Silvis trying to find St. Andrew, but saved by Joyce. Near mistake that time by the Patriots. Offenberger. Now to St. Andrew. St. Andrew. Joyce. Guarded closely by Wilson. He pushes off. He can't get the space. He has to bounce it to Mullen. Mullen trying to fight through Bowen. Count it in 1. What a play by Mullen fighting through the big man. And he'll head to the line with the chance of 3-point play. That's Bowen's 2nd foul of the contest. So checking in the game now will be Braxton Mount, wearing the number 32. Now, John, the original roster I have, I guess it was Mount and Bowen to switch of numbers today. As Mullen is able to convert on a 3-point play. He has 6. He checks out. Checking in is Drew Blau, the first time we see him today, the senior 6'8" center for the Patriots at 17-16 in favor of Parkersburg South. Dalton gets across half court. Now finds it into the hands of Chandler. Chandler puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded. Actually, it's thrown away back by the Highlanders. Mount trying to fight for it, goes out of bounds. Possession goes to the Patriots. So the Patriots have 15.9 seconds to go here in the opening quarter, up by 1 with the chances to go for 1 shot here. Offenberger will be the man to bring the ball up the floor. The 6'2" senior gets it over to Joyce. Joyce into hands of Silvis. He pops a 3 from the top. Bounce on the back iron and no good. So the score at the end of 1, it is Parkersburg South 17, Huntington 16. We'll step aside. You're watching the Kindred Digital Sports Network.
food fair, you can count on our local delis to have fresh and delicious options always available, like our best-in-town fried chicken. Stop by one of our convenient locations to get this weekly deli special while you're at it. Food fair, conveniently fresh.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has two powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery, tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
To the mountaintop, home of the Huntington Highlanders. I'm Ben Anderson, alongside me, John Bogus. We enter second quarter action. Parkersburg South leading Huntington High. Originally at 17-16, but now it's actually 18-16 in favor of Parkersburg South. As Parkersburg South running the full court press, but the Highlanders able to get a majority of its points by being able to break the press and be able to quickly move down the floor, so it's using its speed to its advantage thus far.
Oh yeah, and it's certainly showing that this Huntington defense is legit, as Silvis, who is averaging 26 points a game, we barely heard from him today.
Joyce pops a three. No. Great defense by Tavion Wilson, though. I gave him no room to shoot that ball. Daneka fires it to Dalton. Dalton. Step back. Shot. Rolls in and out before being rebounded by Silvis. Silvis into the hands of Offenberger. Offenberger back to Silvis. Fires it over to Joyce. Joyce looking for a man. He's got Mullen. Mullen back to Joyce. Joyce trying to go all the way. Kicks up to top, wide open. Silvis, three. No good, and Silvis cannot connect on the three. And he's only been held to 2 points thus far in the contest.
He's had the looks, but he's also had a lot of pressure in this game. Ultimately, probably that's what's taken. This is a team that has given him a real challenge this season.
Chandler into the hands of Daneka. Daneka pulls up a three. Can't get to fall. Tipped around a little bit before finally being secured by Matthew Mullen. Chase Offenberger trying to get it down low to Bowen Rader. Out of bounds. Goes to the Highlanders. Chandler trying to break free past Rader. He gets across the time circle, now into the hands of Dalton. And Dalton calling for the play by tapping his head. Dalton trying to fly past Offenberger, goes through the contact and gets it to fall. Ethan Dalton has 10. First player for either team to reach the double-digit scoring. We're tied at 18. Rader. Joyce, he pops a three. No. Rebounded by Chandler. And the Patriots, who entered today shooting 43% from behind the arc, just cannot get them to fall tonight.
Well, Joyce has been a pivotal player to do so tonight. Just didn't connect on that one.
Daneka dribbles it now into the hands of Dalton. Dalton pointing for the screen. Wilson sets that exact screen. Dalton gets it over to Wilson. He's thinking about skip pass, but Wilson saves it now. Daneka into the hands of Dalton. Dalton tries to drive left side, tries to dump it down low to Mount, and it'll be a jump ball as Joyce fighting with Mount to force the jump ball, but the possession arrow was with the Highlanders, so therefore it will stay with Huntington High. It'll be Chandler to do the inbound. So the inbound to Daneka. Up to the top to Dalton. Dalton. Nearly stolen away. Actually, no. Out of bounds. Nearly stolen away by Offenberger. As Hannah checks in the game for Ethan Dalton. As Ethan Dalton kind of is going back to the bench to catch his breath. As he's been playing really hard thus far, John.
Yeah, and something I've noticed from Parkersburg South so far in this second quarter is they've been really playing a tough defense this time around. We talked about...
Well, talking about the tough defense, and Chandler nearly got the floater to go, but just had the unlucky roll. I thought he was going to bank that one home. I say somebody called the bank, but then I guess the bank was closed. Joyce goes right through the body of the defender, so it'll be a charge called against Joyce. That'll be it first. I see that's Joyce's second team first, and now we have Graham checking in the game and Fallon also checking in the game.
To finish what I was talking about, I mean, we talked about this contest and how we were expecting it to be battle of offenses. We're kind of turning the narrative more into a battle of defenses at the moment, as I thought this score was going to be a lot higher by now at the point of the game we're in.
And tipped, pass, stolen away by the Highlanders. Mullen trying to go all the way, and it's fouled on the way up. Great defense that time to force a turnover by the Patriots, and now it has a chance to go to the charity stripe. Daneka called for the foul. Now send Matthew Mullen to shoot 2 free throws. He's 2 for 3 this far. And the contest from the charity stripe, he has 6 points. Career high 19 points versus Huntington Prep. First free throw is good for him. Averages about 21.3 minutes per game for the Patriots. Second free throw. Rolls in and out. 1 for 2 from the line. So it stays a 1-point game. And great defense by Graham as Graham gets to steal, and it'll go to the Patriots. Graham with the lockdown defense able to force the turnover.
Yeah, that defense very important right now, as it's really what's continuing to keep this game close and not allowing either of these teams to jump too far ahead of the other. Both defenses are here to play today.
Offenberger with the ball. Offenberger into hands of Silvis. Silvis pops a 3. Airballed. And it still stays with the Patriots, and the Huntington High faithful is upset about the call, but it stays with the Patriots.
I mean, another story of today's game, in addition to defense versus defense, we've seen a lot of fouls today. The foul ball is really coming into play as both of these teams are heading to the line a lot.
And that was something that the Highlanders did a great job with against the Red Dragons of St. Albans, was staying away from fouls, especially in the first half. Dumps it down low. Mount counted in 1 for Mount. So foul goes on number 22, Logan Graham. Hannah checks out. Checking in again is Ethan Dalton. So Braxton Mount has a football offer from Otterbein. Free throw. It's good. He has 3 points. Huntington High with the 2-point lead, under 4 minutes to go until we reach halftime. In from the mountaintop. Silvis thought about 3. Silvis. Graham. He pops his own 3. Left it short. Rebound by Tavion Wilson. Tavion Wilson then falling into the back of Fallon. Dalton has the ball. Dalton trying to shake and bake his way around St. Andrew. Finds a man in the corner. That man is Chandler. No good. Rebounded by Mullen. And here comes the Patriots. Silvis. Spin. Shot. Good for Silvis. Silvis has 4. And we have a timeout called. It is called by Huntington High. Be a full timeout, so we'll step aside on the Kinder Digital Sports Network.
Become a member of LIUNA and train to become a union construction worker.
I never knew anything about the union. A friend gave me the application to be an apprentice. When you come to the center, you're getting paid while you learn. They expect for you to come in green. They start from the bottom and they build everybody up to a certain level. I really think it's a good opportunity for somebody, especially if you're young. The union is a place that can help you start your career, start your life, give you a little direction to where you want to go, and you can build off of that.
back to the campus of Huntington High School. We're tied at 21 apiece. We have a special guest in the house today, and that is the Vice President and Director of Athletics at Marshall University, Gerald J. Harrison, is in the building with his family. As Gerald, just a great individual. I've always had great times talking with him and getting to know him as an athletic director, and it's great to see him also just being out and just supporting the local teams here in the city of Huntington.
Yeah, I mean, it shows his character. I mean, it's not just Marshall University. It's the entire city, so cool to see him out here today.
Hey, so for one night, turning in his Marshall green for the Huntington High green. As we're tied 21 apiece, just a little over 3 minutes ago until we reach halftime. Chandler with the ball. Chandler guarded closely by St. Andre. Now gets it to Dalton. Dalton into the hands of Daneka. Daneka, one-hand bullet pass to Dalton. Over to Wilson. Wilson might spin his way inside. Chandler open three. Left it short from the near side corner. Ripped away by Graham. Graham trying to go up against Chandler. No good. Ball is tipped around. Out of bounds. Huntington high ball. Davis checks in the game for Graham. Patriots, the lowest amount of points it scored was 62 points in its previous game, which was a 94-62 loss against Boyd County. Highlanders was only 58 points. This man goes all the way. As Ethan Dalton goes all the way, and he has 12. At the layup, it's 23-21. Blocked by Wilson, rebounded by Mount. Mount to Wilson. Huntington High has to get the ball across the court and is able to do so. Daneka, three. Well, it's in and out. Rebounded by St. Andre.
I've noticed Parkersburg South hasn't guarded the three much in this ball game. So far, St. Albans isn't really hitting from three. They've had a couple three shots today, but overall it seems like Parkersburg South has lacked to cover that.
And here's the three from the far corner, but then Davis with the rebound and the putback. It's a great play by Baron Davis. Not giving up on the fight. Chandler, he sees the double team, decides to get it to Dalton. That's the biggest thing behind Huntington High. Spread out the floor against this pressure. Trying to get down low to Mount, and then Fallon comes out of nowhere to tip it. Willison checks in the game. Chandler checks out, Hannah in. And then Offenberger in for St. Andre. Offenberger, the senior guard, standing at 6'2". So it'll be an inbound on the very end of the Parkersburg South bench. And gets the deep inbound to Hannah. Hannah, guarded close by Davis. Hannah gets over to Mount. Mount tries to put up a hook shot. Gets his own board. Shot is no good, and Fallon trying to get the rebound. Falls over Hannah, and Hannah's caught for the trip. As Hannah laying on the floor, and he just fell on top of him.
I like the deep inbound on that play, as I believe it gave Huntington High some time to set up. The point here is pivotal. It means potentially taking the lead into halftime, but overall, Parkersburg South had the defense ready to stop at the board.
Xavier Turner checks in the game for Hannah. So Davis with the ball. Davis is wide open. Fallon, he lets a three fly, and he got it to fall. He's got three.
Fallon's got a very impressive range on that three-point shot.
Wilson dumps it to Mount. Mount, Daneka, he's going to fire one of his own. Left it short. And secured by Silvis. This is the last guy you want with the ball now. Fallon. Far corner three. Too much power. Wilson trying to go all the way against Silvis, and does. Tavion Wilson finally on the board. He shows his strength down low. Tries to get the pass. Pass nearly stolen away by Dalton. Fallon, he pulls up a three. Bounce out the back on. Rebound by Ethan Knowlton. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Deep pass. Daneka. Wilson. 3 at the horn. Got it! Tavion Wilson. 3 at the horn. And gives Huntington High a 28-26 lead at the half.
Tavion Wilson, just a really impressive player of this team. You can trust him just about anywhere. You can trust him inside. You can trust him outside. Wilson really taking a pivotal moment there to help Huntington High take the lead into next half.
And that's a, well, want to confirm it as a 3. So the end of 2, it is Huntington High 28, Parkersburg South 26. We'll step aside and come back and be the halftime show on the Kinder Digital Sports Network.
Before you hit the Hatfield and McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store, fuel your adventure for West Virginia.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
Welcome to halftime. Huntington High leads 28-26. I'm Ben Anderson alongside with John Bogus. Parkersburg South led 18-6 at the end of 1. But then Huntington High is able to take a 28-26 lead after this three-pointer coming at the end of the second quarter. Just another great example, John, of how Huntington High is just able to break the press, and quickly spread the floor, and then Tavion Wilson is able to knock it home. Just one of the many examples we've seen today of Huntington High being able to break that full-court press with quick passes and spreading the floor.
Yeah, Tavion Wilson is a very strong player on this Huntington High team. He may not necessarily be on Silva's level of points per game, but when you look at Tavion Wilson and all his other stats on everything else throughout the game that he does, I mean, he's playing competitive basketball everywhere on the court. And so it's a no-brainer in this situation. You got 6 seconds left, and you want the lead going in the halftime. You find Tavion Wilson, and they successfully did that today, and it was bang. 3 right there at the buzzer, take the lead, headed into the half.
And just looking at both teams, of course, Parkersburg South was not really able to get the offense going in the second quarter. Highlanders only holding the Patriots just to 8 points. The Highlanders and then able to score 12. What did you see in the difference between the first and second quarter for Huntington High to really start taking advantage in this contest?
Well, I saw, for the most part, the defense really stepped up again in the second quarter. Like, don't get me wrong, the defense was phenomenal in the first quarter too. I fully expected Parkersburg South to be on the brink of like mid-20 points to end the first quarter, and overall they were under 20. And then you take a look in the second quarter, under 10. And I don't know what quarter Parkersburg South has had, how all their quarters have gone this season, but an under 10-point quarter probably seems pretty rare and surprising for Parkersburg South. Nonetheless, Huntington High, they really stepped up the defense. It was stronger. They're really taking care of Silvis and making sure that Silvis is guarded. You look around the court, there's other players that are making a big impact, such as Joyce and Mullen. And Silvis, for the most part, probably getting a lot of assists on those because he has to dump the ball off because of how much pressure he's receiving. But nonetheless, that's where Huntington has came and showed up today. They've done their job so far. They're not letting Silvis take too much control in this game, holding him to 4 points. And overall, they're just keeping the defense strong, and they're not letting pressure get to them. They don't score every drive either. Both teams aren't scoring every drive. But Huntington has been able to stay calm and make the plays when it matters the most.
So now, if you're the Patriots, what kind of second-half adjustments do you make to try to come out on top?
I think you need to see how you could possibly get Silvis more involved in this game. I think Silvis has done a good job of taking a role in this game, of finding the open man, but really I think it's showing right now that Silvis has not had the game that he's expected to have. So they need to figure out a way to get Silvis more involved. I know Huntington is always going to pressure him. That's not the guy you want to leave open at any point. But nonetheless, Silvis has had opportunities. He's had looks. He's had shots. So maybe it's a thing for Silvis as well, as he needs to lay down on the pressure and go into this quarter with a clearer mind and really just play the game that he's played in all the other games so far this season.
Score at the half, Huntington High leads Parkersburg South 28-26. We'll step aside when we come back. It'll be second half action from Huntington High School. You're watching the Kindred Digital Sports Network.
Your mornings with Tudor's $5 sunrise specials. Enjoy our Mary B, egg, crispy bacon, and cheese on our buttery biscuit, loaded with more bacon than the rest. Or try the Ron, featuring a bigger, hearty sausage patty topped with egg and cheese on a biscuit so delicious you'll savor every bite. Each combo comes with crispy hash browns and your choice of coffee or iced tea, all for just $5. Warm up winter mornings with this hot deal. Available for a limited time.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has two powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
At Food Fair, you can count on our local delis to have fresh and delicious options always available, like our best-in-town fried chicken. Stop by one of our convenient locations to get this weekly deli special while you're at it. Food Fair, conveniently fresh.
Enjoy all the big games with a delicious and fresh party tray from your local Food Fair. Score big with a meat and cheese or veggie tray. Get a first down with a chicken salad croissant tray. Or bring home the win with a variety of wing trays. Food Fair, conveniently fresh.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College isn't just about an education. It's a step toward your future. We provide the hands-on support you need.
Jessica, welcome to Mount West.
With classes that fit your life.
Jessica?
At Mount West, we know you by name. Because here, you're more than just a number.
Jessica Bailey.
Mount West Community and Technical College. Because you matter here.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to the campus of Huntington High School. Second half action here in this one. Highlanders lead the Patriots 28-26. I'm Ben Anderson alongside me, John Bogus. Parkersburg South entering at 5-1. Huntington High entering at 4-1. As John, we've been talking about Silvis only being held to 4 points for the Patriots. Kid entered today averaging 26.5. So the Patriots, to get back in this game, really have to find a way to really utilize him, as Huntington's really been putting the pressure on him, not letting him really shoot the threes, and he's looked really flustered in that first half.
Yeah, for sure. Overall, he's had opportunities, great looks, just hasn't gotten them to land, and nonetheless, you can't deny that Huntington is putting a lot of pressure on him. It's important, I think, in this half, because if Silvis breaks loose in this half, then by all means, I think Huntington is going to really take over in this contest, because, I mean, it's a fairly close game right now with how much they've held back Silvis. That's the key right there. If you can let Silvis get through in this quarter, you're going to be on a good path to potentially getting this win.
Yeah, Patriots showing why they were placed second in the Mountain State Athletic Conference preseason polls for a reason, as these are very two solid ball clubs wanting a shot at the Class Quad A state championship come March. So the Huntington High ball to start the second half, holding a 2-point lead. It'll be Daneka, Dalton, Hannah, Wilson, and Bowen on the floor for the Highlanders. Then for the Patriots, it will be Silvis, Offenberger. The shot is no good, but it'll also be Mullen and Joyce and Rader, and Joyce is called for the foul. That's his third, team first. And Silvis deflects it, stays with Huntington High. So Huntington can't be lazy with these inbound passes, especially when you're trying to throw it over a guy like Harry Silvis, who's just a really great defender.
Yeah, and it's why I think they're really turning to this deep inbound instead of a close inbound, because it's better to just lob it over.
Wilson couldn't get the shot to fall. Silvis tries to go up with the left hand. Ball is loose. Everyone's hitting the deck. And we have a jump ball. Huntington High trying to call the timeout. Does not get it. Instead, it'll be a jump ball. Possession goes to the Patriots. And it will be Offenberger to inbound.
Hey, Silvis is coming this way.
So they still trying to inbound. He gets it inside of Joyce, who's fouled on the way up by Wilson. That's Wilson's second foul. And Joyce will head to the line to shoot free throws. He's already 2 for 2 from the line today. He has 9 points, aiming to go into double digits. Entering the contest, averaging 13.3 points per game for the senior. So Joyce takes a couple dribbles, puts up the shot, and it is good. He now has 10. Parkersburg South is really known for its winning success, 28 sectional titles, 16 region championships, 5 quarterfinal wins, 4 semifinal wins, and 1 state title, as Joyce gets both free throws to fall. We're tied at 28. Dalton. Daneka. Wilson trying to fight through Mullen. Right hand, count it, and one for Tavion Wilson. Matthew Mullen will be called for the foul.
Wilson continuing to show that confidence at the rim to power his way through and put up these shots inside.
So Wilson, if he converts the free throw, it will be a 3-point game. Wilson has 7, make it 8 for the Clemson commit. Highlanders lead by 3, 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Rader. Open shot for the free throw line, left it way short, and Mullen tries to spike it off the leg of Bowen, but instead lands into the hands of Tavion Wilson. So Dalton guarded closely by Rader. Dalton into the hands of Hannah. Hannah to Wilson. Wilson pulls up a three as Patriots gave him space. Can't get the fall. Silvis tries to attack the rim. Counted and one for Harry Silvis. And he is now in the top 10 in all-time scoring in Patriots program history as Bowen called for the foul. That's his third.
Silvis had to drive through some defenders in Huntington on that one, but that's what I was talking about at halftime is Silvis just needs to prevail, be confident, and not let Huntington stop him. And that was a good example there of Silvis just pushing through the trouble to get some more points on the board.
Silvis leads team free throw shooting at 82% and knocks it home. He has 8. Tied at 31. Parkersburg does not really have a lot of success with the full court press defense as Huntington High has really been able to move quickly and break free. And kickball called against the Patriots. I was saying, John, Huntington High has really been able to use the speed tactic. Use your speed to break the press and then get across half court and set up your offense. And also, at times, if you're Huntington High, do you start really trying to really push the pedal to the metal and start trying to use your speed and try to get open layups down the court? Or at this point, you're just more focused on trying to break the press?
Well, obviously, points matter, and trying to get them from the outside all the time maybe hasn't been the best go. So I think getting as many points from inside as you can wouldn't be a bad idea.
And Mount will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Offenberg. That's his first. That's his second, team third. Max Bowring shooting 2 free throws. First one, no good. 0 for 3 from the line he is. Davis checks in for Raider. Huntington High trying to retake the lead with this free throw. And can't. He is now 0 for 4. And is out of bounds. And a sportsmanship warning on Huntington High's bench on one of the assistant coaches. So be still be Huntington High ball. Hannah to inbound. And foul called against Boren. That's his fourth. And Boren has to check out, and checking in will be Braxton Mount. And Boren was saying that he was just simple guarding, but they said he pushed off. Silvis with the ball now. Silvis lost his dribble, but somehow got it back to Mullen. Mullen to Davis. Trying to spin his way around. Davis, actually Mullen's shot no good. And he's going to say it was tipped. And Wilson blocking foul called against the Patriots. Foul called against Offenberger. His third foul, and Coach Mike Fallon is upset. Very physical game indeed, and both coaches are becoming very emotional in the last 3 minutes, John.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this contest has been close the entire game, and any mistake can be vital in this contest. So you're really just trying to keep your team in check and really make sure everything is going down the way it's supposed to.
Here's a three from Hannah. Got it! The senior gets the trifecta to fall. It's 34-31 in favor of the Highlanders, out of bounds. Possession goes to Parkersburg South as Grimm. He checks back in the contest. He checks in for Chase Offenberger. And it's like a boxing match, John. One guy swings, it's like back and forth, like like a back and forth boxing match. Looks like an old Muhammad Ali match. Just back and forth. Is waiting for someone to get knocked out. Dalton tries to go coast to coast. No. But Mount with the board. Daneka money from deep. He's got his first points in the contest. And Huntington High back-to-back triples, its largest lead of the game at 6. And timeout, Parkersburg South. A full timeout, so we'll step aside here on the Kindred Digital Sports Network.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Welcome back to Huntington High School. Highlanders up by 6 on a quick 6-0 run, following back-to-back threes from Nate Hanna, then Pearson Daneka, which forced the Patriots to call a timeout. And this is the largest lead of the game for the Highlanders.
Yeah, certainly. I think what's been important for Huntington in this third quarter, I didn't really get to give a thing in a halftime show for what I thought Huntington should do in this half, but certainly something that has been good for Huntington is letting the threes land. Now they got a pretty decent sized lead, and it's something that they're showing strength in at the moment.
As Wilson, baseball pass on to Daneka. All the way he goes, and he's got 5. Just Wilson drops back, and it's like an outfielder throwing off to the cutoff man. Davis trying to fight his way in, but Mount reaches over his head and snags the board. Wilson trying to go all the way, count it, and 1! Tavion Wilson has 10, and just like that, the Highlanders on an 8-0 run. Actually, a 9-0 run.
Well, that's a phenomenal way to get back into this contest for sure. They're just showing all kinds of confidence at the moment, and they're breaking Parkersburg South to the point that they can't keep up with what they're putting up at the moment.
So Tavion Wilson the chance at the three-point play. Correction, Huntington High on a 10-0 scoring run. Make it an 11-0 run by the Highlanders, and Huntington High leads by double digits, 42-31, following an 11-0 run in just the last minute and a half. So Joyce, Silvis, 3, left it too long. Dalton to Wilson, trying to get to Daneka, bounced off his hands. Wilson has it, stolen away by the Patriots. Joyce all the way, and that ends an 11-0 scoring run by the Highlanders. 42-33, but the Highlanders are in the bonus, thrown away by Davis. Davis trying to fight his way, no good. Gets the putback, counted and 1.
Well, now,
Davis.
That was a sequence of events that Parkersburg South needed at this moment. Back-to-back grabs like that, essentially 4, potentially 5 points in under 10 seconds after you just went down by 11. So I think Parkersburg South really got a great opportunity there, and they put the defense in right to get those steals.
Yeah, all of it. You allow an 11-0 run, then you go on a quick 5-0 run in less than 10 seconds, John. That's exactly how you respond. And Joyce knocks down the free throw. He's now 5 for 5. Dalton picks up his dribble. Skip pass over to Hanna. Is able to break through the double team. Hanna sees the open 3. He's going to take it. He left it short. Somehow Daneka gets the board, and now foul called down low on the floor. And it's called on Fallen. And it looks like, yeah, they said he was holding them the entire time. So Mount will shoot free throws.
when you change quarters, you start over again.
First free throw is good for Mount. So here is now the second free throw. Second free throw is no good. But we have a lane violation, so he gets a do-over. Mount. Free throw attempt. Missed it. 3:06 to go. It's 43-36. Silvis with the ball. Silvis into the hands of Joyce, and Fallon wants a foul. And a sportsmanship warning on the Parkersburg South bench, and Mike Fallon is telling his one of the assistant coaches to sit down, and Davis to inbound. Davis, near corner to Joyce, up to the top now to Fallon, back to Graham. Graham to Davis. Davis trying to spin his way around two defenders. Joyce has to back it back out. Patriots, no, needs to start scoring here. Davis, Fallon, three, got it! He has 6.
That was a good job by Parkersburg South to kind of pass around on that until the opportunity became available. Ultimately Fallon wide open in the corner, and now you're within 5.
And timeout Huntington High to avoid the 10-second violation. And so it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. So smart move by Huntington High, because with the timeout, it resets that 10 seconds. At the high school level, it still resets it. As it was getting pretty close to getting a violation, but Parkersburg South, when it looked like it was out of it, it's right back in it.
Yeah, this is a strong team, and you can never count it out just from what was a pivotal 1 to 2 minutes for Huntington. Still, it's not like they were beginning to run away with it. They were just getting very comfortable, but now Parkersburg South, still a strong team. They're finding their footing and getting their way back up into this one as well. And it comes with good defense and watching your opponent, seeing your opportunity to strike, take the ball away, and being confident in the shots that you're making.
And also now with both teams in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter, it'll be very interesting to see how both teams play defense, as free throws can make you or break you in a game like this.
Yeah, as we said earlier, it's been a story of fouls this game. We've seen players at the line plenty of times, and now more than ever is a time not to make that happen so much.
Wilson trying to fly past Fallon. Ball goes out of bounds. It's for the Highlanders. Well, Wilson nearly putting Fallon on skates, though. So Daneka to inbound. Deep inbound to Dalton. He gets it over to Daneka. Back to Dalton. Dalton finds Daneka. He pops a 3 from the corner. Got it! As Daneka's able to get the corner to fall. Coach Fallon was telling his team, watch for Daneka in the corner, and Daneka still hits the 3 in the corner.
Yeah, Daneka is good at three-point range. He's really started to show that here in the second half today.
Get pass over to Davis. Davis, Fallon, tries to go up. 2 free throws. Hannah is called for the foul.
That's the same thing happening down here, man.
Foul number 4, Davis his third.
Hannah's third. So now it will be Fallon shoot 2 free throws. He only had 2 points against Boyd County in the team's last contest. He has 6 tonight. Misses the free throw, and if you're the Highlanders, the Patriots, it's not the time you need to be missing free throws, John.
Right. Every point matters now, especially for Parkersburg South. And this is your opportunity to keep cutting at Huntington's lead.
Gets the second one to fall. So he has 7, 1 for 2 from the stripe on that drive. And a great pass into Dalton. Dalton's easily able just to break the press. Dalton, he pops an open 3. Got it to fall and then stares down to the defender afterwards as he has 15. As if you're the Patriots, that's the last thing you wanted to do on defense. Falling to Joyce. Joyce wanting to try to get to Mullen down low, who's guarded by Hannah with the size mismatch, and reach and foul is going to be called against Hannah, and Hannah will now have his 4th foul. As Hannah just all over Mullen. Just trying to avoid the pass going it down inside, so Mullen will shoot 2 free throws. He is 3 for 5 from the charity stripe today. Second free throw, first free throw's good. He has 8. Here comes the second. Parkersburg South's next game will be on the road in 2 days from now at Morgantown. And a non-conference matchup. Second free throw, also good for Mullen. He has 9 points. Substitution comes in. And Ethan Goodson checks in the game for Hannah. Tanaka gets the inbound pass to Dalton. Dalton, he's able to get across half court. Dalton trying to fight out of the double team. Gets it to Tanaka. Tanaka just over minutes ago here in the third quarter. Highlanders lead by 7. Dribbles it into the hands of Dalton. Dalton up against Davis. Dalton to Goodson. Goodson. Silvester trying to reach in. Tanaka now to hands of Dalton. Dalton. And it looks like Huntington's just trying to run the clock at him and just get one shot here in the third quarter. But Dalton trying to go all the way. Actually now gets that to the top. Wilson fights down low. No good. Rebounded by Joyce. And Coach Bingo's heated. Silvest, 3. Got it. He has 11. 20 seconds to go. And over Matt called, double dribble called. Carry. Parks for South ball. This is now a 4-point game. So Parkersburg South 1 point quarters down by 11. It's been able to cut the deficit to 4 and holding for 1 shot here.
Yeah, fighting through adversity, making those strong plays, especially defensively, that sets the offense up for plays like we just saw out of Silvas.
7 seconds. 5, 4. Fallen, 3 at the horn, rolls in and out. So at the end of 3, it will be Parkersburg South 45, Huntington High 49. We'll step aside and we come back 4th quarter action on the Kindred Digital Sports Network.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Enjoy all the big games with a delicious and fresh party tray from your local food fair. Score big with a meat and cheese or veggie tray. Get a first down with a chicken salad croissant tray. Or bring home the win with a variety of wing trays. Food fair, conveniently fresh.
Welcome back to Huntington High, home of the Highlanders. 4th quarter action. Huntington High up 49 to 45. Was able to go on a 11-0 run to take an 11-point lead, but then the Patriots able to battle back and only make it a 4-point deficit.
Yeah, Patriots have really just stuck to it and not let Huntington gain too much momentum. There was a moment of a lot of momentum for Huntington, but nonetheless, Parkersburg South is really turning that around and taking an advantage of their own by just tripping up Huntington on certain areas in this contest so far. So I think it's been impressive what Parkersburg South has been able to do to keep up with Huntington.
Foul called quickly on Silvas. So if you're Parkersburg South, you really have to be careful in this one in the final 8 minutes.
Yeah, nonetheless, at the moment, Huntington has the lead. So making mistakes could be crucial, especially if you're letting Huntington go and score another basket right after.
As Hannah gets it into the hands of Wilson. Wilson. There's a three from the near side by Daneka. He has 11. Daneka now has 11. Silvas tries to do what he does best, and that's shoot the three ball. Can't get the fall. Mullen, deep two. Left it short. Rebounded by Ethan Dalton of the Huntington Highlanders. Daneka back to Dalton. As Parkersburg South has not been able to get the threes to fall like everyone thought it would be able to tonight. And that has really been the kryptonite for this Patriots squad.
Yeah, they started out as the best three-point team of the day, but as we got into the second half of this game, Huntington now has proven they are the three-point shooters of this game.
So Mullen gets the board, rebounded. Sees by Mullen now into the hands of Harry Silvas. Silvas. Pull up three. He got it. Silvas has 14. Timeout. Parkersburg South. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside here on the Kendra Digital Sports Network.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Enjoy all the big games with a delicious and fresh party tray from your local food fair. Score big with a meat and cheese or veggie tray. Get a first down with a chicken salad croissant tray. Or bring home the win with a variety of wing trays. Food fair, conveniently fresh.
Welcome back, 6:31 to go in this one. It's Huntington High 52, Parkersburg South 48. Silvas hitting a three to get into 14 points. Patriots call a timeout just to be able to regroup and kind of figure out a game plan as it's down by 4. Both teams having 3 timeouts remaining. All Parkersburg South needs is just a couple stops, a couple buckets, and they're golden.
Yeah, certainly they've been keeping this one close despite some of these leads that Huntington has broken out to, but Huntington seamlessly has had answers a majority of the time on when Parkersburg South has gained momentum.
Blocking foul called against Parkersburg South.
It's really been a back and forth of momentum here, and Huntington was just the one to strike first.
St. Andrew has to check in for Offenberger as Offenberger has 4 fouls. Parkersburg South is 0-1 on the road this season with the road loss coming at Bowie County. Wilson. Shot no good. Rebounded by the Patriots. Deep pass down to St. Andrew. Trying to go all the way. Euro step in, gets it to fall. It's only a 2-point game. And now Mike Fallon is like, hey, break off the press, break off the press. Wilson. Hannah, 3, no. Rebounded by Joyce. So Silvas guarded closely by Jalen. Well, Silvas and 1! And we're tied at 52. Harry Silvas coming up clutch on that one.
Silvis coming alive just at the right moment in this ball game to help Parkersburg South regain momentum and potentially the lead.
Foul is called on Chandler, so Silvis with the chance to give the Patriots the lead. Great second half effort by the Patriots, down by 11. Now with the chance to retake the lead. And they do. Silvis with 17. It's a 1-point game, under 6 to go. Golden gets across half court, bounce pass over to Daneka. Daneka, no look pass to Hannah. Hannah lost it, got it back. Counted and one for Hannah.
Well, and one, certainly something you like in this quarter. And it was a good work by Hannah to get under the basket. Despite the pressure he was receiving, still get it in. And now potential to make the lead by 2 instead of 1.
Hannah with a chance for 3-point play. Free throw is good for him. He has 12. Biggest thing now for the Highlanders. Hannah is in the game with 4 fouls. Bowring's back in the game with 4 fouls. Silvis pops a 3. He got it to fall, and all of a sudden Silvis is hot as he gives the Patriots back a 1-point lead. Back-to-back threes for him. Wilson, Daneka, Hannah, 3. Got it! Answers right back.
That was good passing work by Huntington. Ultimately found it into the hands of Hannah. He was wide open for that 3.
Silvis, step back shot from the free throw line. Can't get to fall. Rebounded by Tavion Wilson. Wilson, and it lost the, actually somehow, how in the world did he keep his dribble? On one knee and keeps it. I don't know how he kept it. 3, too much power. Wilson trying to go down low, and no foul call, not a block.
Wilson, a pure athlete, just overall found a way to keep control of that situation.
Tavion Wilson shoot 2 free throws. He is 2 for 2 from the line thus far. He has 11. Silvis now has 3 fouls. Wilson's first free throw is good. So if you're the Patriots, you're really hoping Silvis calms down on the fouls because you cannot afford to have your leading scorer foul out of the game.
No, I mean, Silvis, although it came in bursts for the first 3 quarters, right now Silvis is leading this team, and if you want to win, you got to get the ball in the hands of Silvis, but you do have to be careful or you're going to lose him.
Silvis, double team. Now into the hands of St. Andre. Silvis pops a 3. Can't get to go. Rebounded by Matthew Mullen. Mullen can't get a shot to fall. And still no foul called. Everybody's hitting the deck. And stripped away by Joyce. Joyce, Euro, blocking foul called. So Joyce headline shoot 2 free throws. And Mike Fallon is going ballistic towards the near official. And Hannah has fouled out of the game. Hannah's day is done after 15 points.
It was a very impressive performance from Hannah today. You might remember in the pregame show, I had said that I was expecting Isaiah Lapsley to be a player to keep an ear out for today. Lapsley did not play today, and I think Nate Hannah kind of took on that role that I was expecting Lapsley to do today.
And for the Highlanders, you get the blocking foul and also a flop warning against the Highlanders. As that's something that all leagues trying to eliminate from the game is flopping. As you can get away with the flop, he's got to time it right. And on that case, Hannah was just a split second too early. First free throw is good for Joyce. Second free throw, also good for Joyce. He has 16, and Joyce is 7 for 7. 30-second timeout by the Patriots. We'll keep you here with 4:07 to go. 2-point game in favor of the Highlanders. And This has been a back and forth game and just a big time play there by Parkersburg shot to get the foul and force Hannah to foul out of the game. So if you're the Patriots, what are you trying to do here now?
Patriots really just need to capitalize on getting points however you can. It's been nice seeing Silva go long from 3, but I do not think you're necessarily at a point right now where you only need to be shooting 3s. You're only 2 points behind. Find a way to get the points any way you can, because Huntington just lost a pivotal 3-point shooter. They still got Daneka. They still got other players, Tavion Wilson. There is plenty of people on Huntington that can still shoot the 3, but someone that has been doing it well today is now off the court. So capitalize on that, because Huntington may not be getting as many points on each shot attempt going forward.
4:07 to go. Highlanders with a 2-point lead. Bounce pass over to the near side. Now gets another bounce pass over to Daneka. Daneka up to the top to Dalton. Dalton guarded close by Offenberger. Dalton finds a man in Goodson. Goodson to Dalton. Dalton trying to fight through the double team. Dalton tries to go all the way. Actually now kicks it. Tries to get to top to Wilson. Stolen away by the Patriots. Mullen. Silvis. 3. Got it. Silvis with 23. And just like that, Parkersburg South takes the lead at 61-60. Wilson tries to go all the way against Silvis, and a foul will be called on Harry Silvis. That will be his 4th, and they're the Patriots. You cannot afford to have Silvis get one more foul. He's the reason why your offense is staying alive.
Certainly, this one has been a close one all game. Lots of fouls in this contest. There's a lot of players at risk of being taken out at any moment.
So Wilson missed the first free throw. That's his first missed free throw of the contest. So you can't blame the broadcaster jinx on that one, John.
So just working with what you got, being careful of these fouls.
Second. No good as well. Wilson misses both free throws. But rebounded by Huntington High. Patriots with a 1-point lead. Just over 3 minutes to play. Dalton lost the ball, out of bounds, stays with Huntington. And another big thing is which team's going to be able to crash the boards the most in the final 3 minutes. Who's going to make that big play? I'll send over to Goodson. Goodson. To Dalton. Dalton can't get the left to fall, and somehow not got the rebound, but a travel called. Possession goes to the Patriots. Bowren with a big travel that time, and the Patriots will have the ball. Silvis bring the ball to the floor under 3 minutes to go. Parkersburg South with the 1-point lead.
Patriots are now given that opportunity to pull off what Huntington had, where Huntington was just getting the opportunity to take a huge lead.
Joyce, 3, near corner, no, but Mullen and Bowren fighting for the board, but Bowren wins the advantage. Wilson's able to fly past Davis. Goodson picks up his dribble, gets a bounce pass to Wilson on the near corner. Wilson trying to dance his way around Davis. Gets over to Bowen, layup good for him. He's got 4, 62-61, 2:10 to go. Silvis, 3, top. Wants the foul, does not get the foul. Everyone's heading to deck, stolen away by Mullen. Matthew Mullen fouled all the way up by Tavion Wilson. That's Wilson's 3rd. So after Silvis was calling for the foul, Mullen's able to hit the deck, strip the ball away, and then force Tavion Wilson to go for the foul. I like that play, John. Go up with the sidearm and force Wilson to smack you on the arm and get 2 free throws out of it.
Yeah, it certainly was a smart move in this one to do that, to get the opportunity for 2 more points from the line.
And this is a type of situation, free throws definitely matter now. You're under 2 minutes to go. As the old saying goes, it will make you or break you. So Matthew Mullen to shoot 2. First one is good. He is now in double digits with 10. Mullen with the chance to give the Patriots back the lead. He can get the fall, rebounded by Brorin. We're tied at 62. Dalton with the ball, gets it to the top to Wilson. Wilson trying to play hero here. Throws up a prayer. Daneka gets it. A foul called down low. Foul is called against Offenberger, and Offenberger has fouled out of the contest. Fallen will have to check in the game for him.
Well, the foul almost maybe the better move there, as the ball had gotten into the hands of a wide open Ethan Dalton. Instead now, it looks as if maybe Parkersburg South just held Huntington to potentially 2 to what could have been 3.
So Daneka will be shooting 2 free throws in the bonus. They'll be shooting 2 free throws in the bonus. First one is good. Patriots have 2 timeouts. Highlanders still have all 3. Minute 42 to go. Daneka, second one, gets it to fall. He has 13. 64-62 in favor of Huntington. Who will make the big plays down the stretch? Under 2 to go. Joyce into the hands of Silvis. Silvis guarded closely by Daneka. Silvis, spin, shot, got it! And Silvis ties it at 64. What a shot by Harry Silvis. Putting the team on his back. Dalton with the ball. Dalton tries to go all the way. Actually tries to get a pass over to Goodson. Can't hold on to it. Out of bounds. Parkersburg South ball, and a crucial turnover by the Highlanders. Parkersburg South. Sorry, John, but I say Parkersburg South can use a lot of clock here.
Yeah.
Which would be a smart move if they do. Silvis sees the open lane. Layup. He missed it. He missed the layup. Had a bad angle at it. Saw the open space. Decided to take it. Can't get it to fall. Huntington High is going to probably hold the ball here. Interesting what Dalton does. Dalton is trying to create some space. Dribbles it into the hands of Daneka. And timeout, Huntington. 29.2 seconds to go. And it'll be a full timeout, so step aside on the Kindred Digital Sports Network.
Become a member of LIUNA and train to become a union construction worker.
I never knew anything about the union. A friend gave me the application to be an apprentice. When you come to the center, you're getting paid while you learn. They expect for you to come in green. They start from the bottom and they build everybody up to a certain level. I really think it's a good opportunity for somebody, especially if you're young. The union is a place that can help you start your career, start your life, give you a little direction to where you want to go, and you can build off of that.
Back to Huntington High School. We knew this would be a back and forth contest, and sure enough, we got one. Tied at 64 apiece, 29.2 seconds remaining. A Highlanders ball. 2 timeouts for both teams. And this probably has to be one of the best high school games I have seen in quite some time. This one being down to the wire.
Oh, yeah. The way this game started to the way this game is finishing is completely different. The stories that we're building at the beginning they said, forget those stories. We got a different story for you. And
Yes, all the storylines we had, go ahead and throw them out the window, John.
I thought this was going to be under 50-point game for both of these teams, and now we're pushing 70.
So now we got 15 seconds to go. Can Daneka come up clutch? 10 seconds. Daneka. And 5 seconds in the paint. It'll be Parkersburg South ball, and great defense by Parkersburg South to force it. So timeout, Parkersburg South. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside here on the Kinder Digital Sports Network.
Food Fair, you can count on our local delis to have fresh and delicious options always available, like our best in town fried chicken. Stop by one of our convenient locations to get this weekly deli special while you're at it. Food Fair, conveniently fresh.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back. Parkersburg South with the ball. 8.9 seconds to go. We're tied at 6-4 apiece, but Parkersburg South has to inbound from the baseline. It still has 1 timeout left. So you don't want to burn it on the inbound. So Silvis, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, Silvis for the win, and it's short, and we are going to overtime. 6-4 apiece, we got more ball to play, so we'll come back with overtime action here on the Kinder Digital Sports Network.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Welcome back to Huntington High, and we are in overtime at 64 apiece. As John, this has been a back-and-forth contest. 4 minutes on the clock. Huntington High is in the bonus. The Highlanders also have 1 more foul left to get.
Well, I certainly could not think of a better way to settle this game than in one last overtime battle. As it's just been, both teams have showed they're deserving of being the winner today. And it's really going to come down to the very last second in overtime today to determine which of these teams is stronger.
And white ball, as they say, hit it on the way up. And Knuckle, I'm just hoping I have a voice by the time this game ends. Well, so nothing that a couple good Lodgers will fix, I hope. So Dalton with the ball. Dalton into the hands of Bowman. Now to Daneka. Daneka into the hands of Dalton. Dalton tries to go all the way and does. He has 17 points. So now Silvis. Silvis trying to create some space. Joyce. Now over to St. Andre, but too many steps. It'll be a travel.
Well, the refs certainly aren't taking anything lightly in this quarter, because now both teams have had a moment.
So Dalton has to get the skip pass over to Goodson. Goodson sees the double team. Goodson trying to break the double team. He was able to get the pass to Daneka to break the double team. Now up to the top to Dalton. 3 minutes to go. Highlanders up by 2 here in overtime. And Dalton travels, turnover, Parkersburg South ball. Under 3 to go. As this is the type of game that, everybody watching here, their blood pressure is probably shooting through the roof right now. If I had to watch Skip track my heart rate, I would probably just turn the notifications off until this game is over, John.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Parkersburg South with the ball. Needs a 2 to tie it, a 3 to take the lead. Every possession is crucial in this situation. The man with the ball is Harry Silvis. He has 25, which is about his season average. Silvis into the hands of Joyce. Joyce, layup, no. Gets the board and the putback. He's got 18.
That was good work by Joyce. It looked like he was going to shoot from down low, but ultimately he stuck it a little bit higher than the defender above him to really get the height and the leverage he needed to make that basket score.
Daneka into the hands of Dalton. Boren sets the screen for Dalton. Dalton gets the switch with Joyce.
Well, suddenly that hurry-up offense we've been seeing so much today seems to be out the window right now.
Dalton finds it to Daneka. Daneka, no double dribble called. Now to Dalton, 1:50 to go. Dalton trying to call for a play here. Dalton to Goodson, back to Dalton. 1:31 to go. Wilson tries to go all the way. Actually, now 3. No good. Rebounded by Tavion Wilson. Wilson puts it back up. He's got 15 as Coach Fallon basically nearly takes out all my spotting charts. Thank you for that. And the layup is good. Silvis has 27 and ties back up the game. Now, at least I didn't lose my spotting chart.
Yeah, that's certainly a positive.
So, under a minute to go now. Dalton, layup, no! Rebounded by Mullen. And Coach Fallon, he has 2 timeouts. What's the choice? Mullen gets it to the hands of Joyce, and a double dribble called, and Mike Fallon is heated. Timeout Huntington, 26.9 seconds to go. And OT. There'll be a full, so we'll step aside on the Kids Digital Sports Network.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Enjoy all the big games with a delicious and fresh party tray from your local food fair. Score big with a meat and cheese or veggie tray. Get a first down with a chicken salad croissant tray. Or bring home the win with a variety of wing trays. Food fair, conveniently fresh.
welcome back. It is still overtime. And sure enough, we're tied at 6-8 apiece. Under 30 seconds left to go. Huntington High has the ball. And tensions are brewing. Sets are becoming destroyed. As this announce table looks like a scene from Monday Night Raw, John.
Yep.
I'm just shocked nobody has been powerbombed through this table yet.
Yep.
And if so, no offense, I hope it'd rather be you than me. Goes out of bounds, and Patriots ball. And no offense, Romeo goes through the table. I'm hoping you're better off being you than me.
It did look like Dalton was seeming to think that it might go back to Huntington, but it did look like he might have got a hand on that ball as it was rolling out of bounds.
Timeout, Parkersburg South, 24.8 seconds to go. 30 seconds, we will keep it here. So Parkersburg South, you could draw up a play. Parkersburg South has one timeout left. It ended up being a full timeout that it has left. And this is just a game of runs and chaos. And now we have fans screaming at the officials on that far side. And officials telling them that he needs to back away. That this game has been intense, John.
It has been intense, yes, but you don't want to be the reason your son lost his basketball game today.
Well, it wouldn't be a technical foul. They would just be told that he needs to leave.
Oh, okay.
Well, so we have 24.8 seconds to go, and a tied game at 6-8 apiece. At least we don't have to worry about the most hated number, John.
Yep.
Okay, that's the last joke I'm making of that.
I literally just told you I'm done with that.
No, I said I'm not done with that for the year. I decided that's my last.
Okay.
We're going to try and confirm with all the scores, people. Okay, how many timeouts do everybody have? Huntington High has a full and a 30. Parkersburg South only has a full. So Silvis has the ball. That's the exact man you want with the ball here. Mullen also now has it. Mullen backing up 15 seconds. 10.
Sutton Silvis.
5, 4, Mullen. Joyce for the win. He got it. He got it. Joyce knocks it down at the buzzer. And Parkersburg South walks away with a 71-68 victory in overtime on the buzzer beater by Joyce. Holy cow, what an ending.
Never let them know your next move. I totally thought they were setting Silvis up on that one. Then out of nowhere, Joyce wide open for the three in that far corner, and they got it to exactly the man they needed. Joyce has been great from the three-point line today, and that was just what Parkersburg South needed to take this victory home today.
So Joyce, the hero for the Patriots. So that will step aside for one last break. We come back. It will be the postgame show on the Kendra Digital Sports Network.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has two powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Enjoy all the big games with a delicious and fresh party tray from your local food fair. Score big with a meat and cheese or veggie tray. Get a first down with a chicken salad croissant tray. Or bring home the win with a variety of wing trays. Food fair, conveniently fresh.
Brighten your mornings with Tudor's $5 sunrise specials. Enjoy our Mary B, egg, crispy bacon, and cheese on our buttery biscuit, loaded with more bacon than the rest. Or try the Ron, featuring a bigger, hearty sausage patty topped with egg and cheese on a biscuit so delicious you'll savor every bite. Each combo comes with crispy hash browns and your choice of coffee or iced tea, all for just $5. Warm up winter mornings with this hot deal. Available for a limited time.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. For West Virginia.
Welcome back to Huntington High. Parkersburg South wins it 71-68 in overtime, but Taj Joyce plays the hero for the Parkersburg South Patriots. Yeah, gets the ball from the far corner, then hits the three at the horn, and the Patriots are able to walk it off in overtime. And an absolute thriller of a game. It was down 11 in the third quarter, came back, forced overtime, and then wins on a buzzer beater three. John, that's a Cinderella story you can't make up.
Yeah, and Parkersburg South it's a tough team, and I think Huntington should keep their heads up high despite the loss, because this could have went very differently with all the other Parkersburg South games we've seen. But I think what Huntington proved today is that they're still one of the best. They kept up with this Parkersburg South team till the very end, and it's a loss right now. They fall in the conference rankings because there's still a few undefeated teams remaining. But nonetheless, when it's all said and done, I still think Huntington could be a top team in this conference. And if Parkersburg South and Huntington were to meet again in the postseason, it could go either way. As it's shown today, this was could have went either way at any moment. Huntington had the 11-point lead, but at the end of the day, it was back and forth most of this game.
As does Parkersburg South that's keep able to battle its way back. Silvis leads the way with 27, but Taj Joyce is the hero with 21 on the night. Leading the way for the Highlanders is Ethan Dalton with 17. As John, our presume you play the game, that's probably going to be Joyce.
That would be my player of the game. I mean, hey, Silvis, he showed out in the final quarter and in overtime. Silvis, I think, still played a very important role on this team today, even though it wasn't in the typical aspect of putting up almost 30 points. He still played a key role, and even up into that last play when it seemed like they were setting up a play for him and then they set up Joyce. But nonetheless, Joyce, shooting from three was so pivotal in this game, and Joyce was just knocking it down so well. So for being the hero, for shooting three well, I'm going to go with Joyce as the player of the game today. I feel like it's rightfully earned.
Well, I'd like to thank a lot of people. First, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, for just 1 second of the entire broadcast. I'd like to say thank you. We'd never be able to do this. I'd like to thank all of our advertisers for making this broadcast possible. I'd like to thank our friends at Video Productions and Kindred Communications for allowing this broadcast to be on the air. And then I'd like to thank you, John, for joining alongside me for this one.
Yeah, it was great to be on another high school game with you today. It's just a lot of fun. This Huntington team is fun to watch, so it was a pleasure to be back on the call today for them. And the Parkersburg South team was another phenomenal basketball team to watch. So I got to watch some great basketball in this today.
Yes, we did. So once again, the final score, Parkersburg South 71, Huntington High 68. Patriots improved to 6-1 and 3-0 in the Mountain State Athletic Conference. Highlanders fall to 4-2 and 1-1. For John Bogus, I'm Ben Anderson saying good night, stay safe, and God